Hello students, today's lecture is for the BPA students Dance Odyssey. It is on the incarnations of Vishnu. The main objective of this lecture is to throw light on the 10 incarnations of Vishnu. Whenever for a group of men or even for a single individual, those forms of knowledge that are essential for man's fulfillment of a spiritual destiny happen to be beyond reach, and thus human life falls in its objective and purpose, which is realization. Vishnu is bound to make this knowledge available again, and thus a new revelation has to take place. Here, the 10 incarnations of Vishnu are outlined on the basis of the ancient Indian texts. Vishnu, the pervader, is everywhere, pervading everything. His qualities, his actions are endless. Having manifested the world, he enters it again as its guide. Taittiriya Upanishad describes, having created it, he entered it. At all the difficult moments of the world history, Vishnu appeared as a particular individuality who guides the destiny of the different order of creation and forms of life. Hence, the story of his descents, of his incarnations and manifestations is endless. Yoga Ananda, Shri Rama Avatara Katha mentions fire, the sun, the wind, the creator, the pervader, the lord of destruction, the cosmic intellect, the principle of existence, the principle of individuality, the 5 principles of the elements, the living soul, all are embodiments of divinity manifested through its power of illusion. Bhagavata Purana illustrates just as from an inexhaustible lake, thousands of streams flow on all sides. So also from the remover of sorrow, Hari, sum of all reality, come forth countless incarnations. The seers, the lawgivers, the gods, the human races, the lords of Prajni, all are parts of him. When human life fails in its purpose, Vishnu is bound to come. There is therefore a new incarnation for each cycle. Bhagavata Purana refers with the purpose of protecting the earth, priests, gods, saints, and the scriptures, and righteousness and prosperity. The Lord takes a body. The Varaha Purana mentions 10 avatars, the Bhagavata Purana 22, and the Ahir Budra Samhitas 39. Matsya Purana says 10 incarnations are the fish, the tortoise, the boar, the man lion, the dwarf, Rama of the X, and the other Rama, that is the charming, Krishna, Buddha, and Kalki. The earliest reference to incarnation are found in the Satpatha Brahmana and the Taittiriya Samhita. Prajapati is said to have assumed the form of Matsya, Kurma, and Varaha at different occasions. The theory of Dasa Avatara had been completely worked out in the Gupta period, and the references to Dasa Avatara, Varaha Avatara and Rama Avatara are noticed in the Raghu Vamsa. The Meghaduta also refers to Krishna, the son of Gopa. The Narayaniya section mentions 4 avatars, 6 avatars and 10 avatars in different verses. Matsya avatar is the first incarnation among 10 avatars, and the Bhagavata Purana gives a detailed account of this incarnation. It is said that at the end of the post-Kalpa, there was a partial dissolution of the universe in which the earth and other worlds became submerged in the ocean. The Lord Hari was resting on the serpent bed in the ocean while Brahma was sleeping on the lotus issuing from the navel of the Lord. Then the demon Hayagriva snatched away the Vedas from the mouth of the Creator. The Lord Hari took the form of the safari fish and recovered the Vedas. The story of the fish is that of the deluge, from which the fish saved the 7th lawgiver, Manu Satyavrata, the founder of the present day humanity. The tortoise incarnation, Kurma Avatara. Vishnu appeared again in the form of a tortoise to recover some of the things of value lost in the deluge. The Bhagavata Purana gives a detailed description regarding this avatara. Gods and genies churned the ocean of milk, using the great serpent as a rope and the Mandara mountain as a churning rod. They could succeed only when Vishnu, taking the shape of a tortoise, went to the bottom of the sea to serve as a sport for the mountain. Satpatha Brahmana describes the Lord of Progeny having assumed the form of a tortoise, created offspring. He made Akarot the whole creation, hence the name reed, Kurma, given to the tortoise. People believe that Indian continent is resting permanently upon the back of the tortoise, which is Vishnu. The boar incarnation, Varaha Avatar. The earliest reference to Varaha is found in the Rig Veda as Amusha Varaha. The Atharva Veda states that the goddess Earth loves the Varaha and opens herself for the wild boar. The Brahmanas and the Puranas glorifies Varaha as an incarnation of Mahavishnu. In the Taittiriya Samhita, the Lord of Progeny is said to have been taken the form of a boar to raise the earth from the boundless waters. This universe was formerly fluid, all was water. Over it the Lord of Progeny moved in the form of wind. He saw the earth. Becoming a boar, he lifted her. Becoming the world architect Vishwakarma, he planed her. She extended. Hence, the earth is called the extended one, Prithvi. In the Satpatha Brahmana, the earth was told only one span in breadth. A boar named Amusha raised her up. The Taittiriya Aranayaka mentions the earth was raised by a black boar with 100 arms. According to the Taittiriya Brahmana, the Lord of creation practiced austerities. How should this universe be? He saw a lotus leaf standing and thought, this lotus must rest on something. Assuming the shape of a board, he dived beneath and found the earth. Breaking off a fragment, he rose to the surface and spread it on the lotus leaf. As he spread it, it became abhut, something that is spread. Hence, it is called that which became Bhumi. Varaha incarnation is mentioned in the Bhagavata Purana as a slayer of Hiranyaksha. It relates that for the creation of the universe, the Lord of sacrifice assumed the form of the boar for lifting up the earth which had sunk into the lower regions. The Agni Puran records that Hiranyaksha defeated the gods and took possession of their heavenly capital. The gods requested Vishnu for help. The Lord took the form of a boar and slew the demon. It is referred in the Vishnu, Linga and Garuda Puranas that Brahma carried out this task in the form of Varaha. Some of the texts mention the forms of Varaha avatars. The Aprachita Pricha describes the image of Varaha with whom Lakshmi is associated instead of Prithvi. The Matsya Purana refers to the image of Mahavaraha should carry mace and lotus in his hands, while one of his legs should be placed over the kurma and the other on Adishesha. Prithvi should be seated either on his snout or on the elbow, carrying Nilotpa flower in one of the hands, and the other should be placed on the hip. The Agni Purana gives a similar description of Bhu Varaha, but with the slight variation in carrying conch in the right hand and lotus in the left. Lakshmi should be seated on his elbow, and Prithvi and Atishesha should be shown in front of his feet. The Vishnu Dharmottara records almost similar description with certain modifications. The man lion incarnation Narasimha, the Vishnu Purana, the Padma Purana and the Bhagavata Purana relate the legends of this incarnation. Prahlad, son of the evil king Hiranyakashipu, was a devotee of Vishnu. Disliking his devotion to Vishnu, the father subjected Prahlad to various forms of cruel punishments. One day, the demon king asked Prahlad to show God in the pillar if he was omnipresent. Prahlad struck the pillar with fists, while another account relates that Hiranyakashipu himself kicked the pillar and Vishnu instantly came out of it, half man and half lion, and told the demon. Avyakta Upanishad mentions he is called fires because he assumed the form of the fiercest beasts. Strength and courage are the features said to spring forth from the verses of the Yajurveda. The man lion is thus considered to be the embodiment of these verses. The Vishnu Dharmottara Purana describes the Narasimha image with lion face and human body. The deity should have broad shoulder, hips and neck, slender waist, and a small abdomen. he should be in the Alidasana with the demon lying on his knees. Narsimha should be tearing the belly of the demon with his sharp nails, or he should be holding the conch, discus, mace and lotus with hair looking like curly flames of fire with the Prabha Mandala. He should be furnished with all implements but devoid of ornaments. He should wear blue garment and other usual ornaments along with the halo around his head. The Matsya Purana says that Narsimha should have 8 hands with his face and eyes extended. Hiranyakashipu should be stretched out with the belly being ripped open and blood should be coming out of his mouth. Or the demon should be shown as fighting with the god. In this combat, the legs of both are joined together and the asura is continuously attacking him with a sword and shield. Another text, Rupa Mandana, refers to the 2-armed deity with which he is stealing the belly of the demon. According to Agni Purana, the god should have 4 hands. 2 of them should carry a mace and discus and the other 2 should have tearing the belly of the demon. The Agamas record 2 kinds of images of Narsimha, Girja Narsimha, then Sthanuna Narsimha. The dwarf incarnation, Vamana Avatara, Bali, king of the Asura, had through penance and valor gained dominion over the 3 worlds. The gods, deprived of their abode and of the fumes of sacrifices, came to Vishnu for help. To help the gods, Vishnu was born as a priestly dwarf, son of the sage Vision, means Kashyapa, and his consort, the primordial vastness, means Aditi. He went to Bali, who was at the time engaged in a sacrifice. The boy asked Bali to bestow on him the gift of just 3 paces of space, which was conferred by the Asura with the ceremonial rites. Simultaneously, the young lad Vamana assumed a vignette form of Trivikarma and mired the earth world and the mind world with the 2 strides. As there was nothing left, Bali requested the god to utilize his own royal head for miring the 3rd stride. Vishnu sent him to Patala Loka by the pressure of his foot. The Rig Veda says that the dwarf's 2 first strides were visible, but that the 3rd led beyond the flight of birds to the abode of gods. The Rig Veda comments, Vishnu strode over this universe and in 3 places planted his step. Narsimha Purva Tapini Upanishad explains, it is he who in 3 victorious strides encompasses the whole universe. The Padma Purana also relates the story of Vamana incarnation. The Brihad Samhita refers to the image of Bali, which should be 120 angulas in size. The Vishnu Dharmottara, the Matsya Purana, the Agni Purana and Vikhyana Agama extra describes the image of Narsimha in detail. Rama with the X. According to the Bhagavata Purana, the incarnation of Parsurama established the social order that had been disturbed by the so-called the revolt of the Kshatriyas. The legend regarding the deity is briefly described in the same Purana. The Agni Purana also says that Hari took the form of Parsurama for protecting the gods, the Brahmanas and mankind from the oppression of Kshatriyas and was born of Renuka and Jamadagni. Once Kartavirya, a Kshatriya king having 1,000 arms, went for hunting. He was guest of, says Jamadagni, who invited him for delicious refreshments. Everything was prepared from the milk of cow Sabala. Kartavirya asked Jamadagni for the cow, but the sage refused to part with her. Thereupon the sons of Kartavirya killed him and returned home. On returning from the forest, Parshurama found his father dead and got furious. He killed the 21 generation of the Kshatriyas and bestowed the earth to the Brahmanas. These are recorded in the Mahabharata and Vishnu Purana. The Vishnu Dharmottara states that Parshurama should have Jatamukta, deer skin and a parsu. The Agni Purana says that he should have 4 arms carrying battle axe, sword, bow and arrow. The Rupa Mandana explains that the image of Parshurama should have jatas, deer skin and parsu. The Vakhyana Agama describes that he should be shown with 2 hands carrying a parsu in the right hand and the left one held in Suchi pose. Rama, Ramachandra, the charming, the embodiment and righteousness. The next 2 incarnations occupy a considerable place in the religious life of India. Rama, the embodiment of righteousness, is said to be the incarnation of the solar aspect of Vishnu. The story of Rama is told in the Puranas and the Mahabharata. Raghuvamsa records the positive proof of his role as a form of Vishnu, Narayana, by mentioning Vishnu born as the son of Dashratha for the destruction of Ravana. Padma Purana states, Sita is the mother, Rama the father. The Brihat Samhita describes that the image of Rama should be 120 ungulas in measurement. According to Vishnu Dharmottara, Rama should be shown with 2 hands. Krishna, the Rig Veda, Kausitaki, Brahmanas and Chandogya Upanishad refer to a Krishna who was a sage, known as Krishna Girasa. Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, Devaki, is the 8th incarnation of Vishnu. He is called Krishna Vasudeva. His descendants regarding his deeds are recorded in the Harivamsa, Bhagavad Purana, Vishnu Purana and the Mahabharata. Rama, the strong. Balarama, the elder brother of Krishna. The Vishnu Purana relates that Vishnu took 2 of his hairs, one white and one black, and these became Balarama and Krishna, the 2 sons of Devaki. Bhagavata Purana says that both grew up together. Balarama's earliest exploit was the killing of the anti-gods, Dhenuka. Both the brothers seized the demon and threw his body into a tree. In the same text, Balarama accompanied Krishna to Mathura and helped to kill Kamsa. The Buddha, the Vishnu Purana states that the image of the Buddha should be made like that of Vishnu and on a chariot like that of Bahumana. According to Agni Purana, Buddha should fair complexion, sitting on a lotus flower. Kalki, the 10th avatars. Kalki is yet to come. At the end of the age of strife, he will appear riding on a white horse and holding a sword blazing like a comet. He will re-establish a golden age, punish the evil doers. The Bhagavad Purana says, in the twilight of this age, when all kings will be thieves, the Lord of the universe will be born as Kalki. The Agni Purana records that Kalki should carry bow and arrow and should ride on a horse, or carry sword, arrow, discs and conch. Whenever lawlessness prevailed on earth and evil forces became strong, Vishnu left his celestial abode and assumed various forms to establish law and order, the rule of righteousness, and to protect God's saints' prosperity and scriptures. The planets are also considered as connected with the incarnations of Vishnu, and naturally, therefore, they proceeded in creation, the beings that live on it. The auspicious planets raise one after another to increase the power of the gods over the asuras. As Vishnu comes to earth to preserve law, the auspicious planets also likewise make their appearance. Therefore, the incarnations of Vishnu are also considered as incarnations of the planets. Thus, the planets possess consciousness, have power to act. Thank you very much.